The video is made to illustrate the various steps on how the candidate can obtain information of the schedule, different types of waiting lists, cutoffs and vacancies remaining for Sainik schools and new Sainik schools in the spot round of counselling. Candidates who do not take any action on the portal during spot round would not be considered for admission at schools during spot round. The counselling schedule can be seen as shown by the public and candidates, which earmarks the important dates for spot round of counselling. There are 3 types of waiting lists which would be published during spot counselling: Provisional Waiting List 1, Single Choice School Waiting List 2, School-wise Merit Waiting List 3. The Provisional Waiting List 1 is the common waiting list for all the remaining candidates after closure of online counselling. This list is common for all the schools comprising of 33 Sainik schools and 58 new Sainik schools, 13 of which have been added recently. Through this waiting list 1, the candidates would be able to see their relative wait list position for each school by checking out the serial number at which their name figures. The candidates would also be able to see the cutoffs of all schools after closure of each round of online counselling, which is dynamic in nature and updated for each round of online counselling. The candidates can also observe and identify the remaining vacancies under offline seat matrix for all schools towards spot round of counselling. After observing waiting list 1, cutoffs, offline seat matrix, the candidates can log in using their username and password followed by security captcha as flashed on screen. The candidates during offline reprioritization of schools can reprioritize from a list of 91 schools their preferred schools in order to obtain a printout after locking their choices during the window provided. The candidates can also during offline window observe the waiting list, their personal particulars and check the cutoffs, state-wise filled vacancy for other state candidates in Sainik schools and the vacancy of school along with candidates' own waiting list in order to identify and narrow down the best possible choice of school to be selected as their single choice school. During the window wherein the candidate has to select the single choice of school, the candidate needs to exercise due diligence as the school, once accepted by you, cannot be changed thereafter. The same process of shortlisting of school can be done by candidate as done and shown previously. However, this time, since the candidate is about to make his or her final choice of school, the candidate needs to tick the check boxes for 3 types of declarations and finally the last check box after carefully going through the important instructions and thereafter clicking on the accept button. Understanding state-wise filled vacancy at Sainik schools for other state candidates. The candidates desirous of admission at Sainik schools need to carefully understand the cutoffs, how many seats can be allotted in other state category, how many seats can be allotted to a single state, along with observing how many seats have been filled already by a particular state with last cutoff before deciding upon their single choice of school. After the single choice of school has been done by the candidate, he or she needs to await the release of school-wise merit list, which is going to be released by schools on the date as promulgated in counselling schedule. Candidates may approach respective school for more information. Single choice of school, waiting list 02 would be visible on the portal, which is going to be unique for each school as per the choice of candidates who were in the waiting list 1. This waiting list 2 would be the basis on which the schools would be coming out with their individual school-wise merit waiting list 3 as per the promulgated schedule. The school-wise merit waiting list 3 is the final merit wait list for each school through which the candidates would be called for completing the admission formalities at respective schools as per the promulgated schedule. Jai Hind.